So last December 11th, 7 mothers, Andre, Ellen, Eliza, Hari, Gina, Kelsey, and I, gathered to talk about how we could come together to get mothers involved in addressing climate change. At the end of January, we had our first house party, and in 3 short months, 22 of you opened up your homes to us, and over 200 of your friends. So we could talk about what climate change means for our children and what we could accomplish together. So when Kelsey and I started talking about mothers out front, I was unsure exactly what to expect. Very few mothers had been part of the climate work that I had been doing. And among my mom friends, climate change was very seldom talked about. It was even somewhat of a taboo. Would moms really want to engage with this issue? To what extent would you want to be involved? Would you be able to find time in your full encompassing lives that are grounded in the day-to-day rhythm of changing diapers, packing lunch, taking the kids to softball games, doctor's appointments, having relationships, and having a job? So the house parties provided a lot of answers to my questions, and this is what we found. First of all, most of us have a sense of the scale of the problem, and we're feeling a little bit scared. A few weeks ago, I was sitting with a small group of moms in Brookline who were talking about who they were and why they'd come to the house party. And one of them shared how terrified she truly felt about the future and what it held for her kids. Her anxiety was palpable. She talked about feeling like there was nothing she could really do. Others at house parties talked about all the things their families already do to have a smaller environmental footprint. And the feeling that, although it's the right thing to do, it really feels like a drop in the bucket. There's a singular sense of connection in a group of moms coming together that makes us strong, and an energy that counters fear and a sense of powerlessness. People start getting a sense of what we could do together. A weight is lifted, and we start to have hope. As one of you said to Kelsey after a house party, for the first time, I could visually see us as a movement. I could see how mothers coming together could really make a difference. So here you have it. We're busy, and sometimes we can't imagine having any more time for anything else in our lives. Tackling climate change can feel really overwhelming, but it's clear that we know what's at stake. When we really let the reality sink in long enough, no one denies that this is probably the most urgent, most important thing to focus on. And after 5 months of walking on this path with you all, I have to tell you that I am incredibly hopeful. At the end of every house party, when I get home, I take out the contact cards. And as I go through them, I see that despite obstacles we've identified, despite your fears, despite our sense of powerlessness, almost all of you have committed to taking a next step, like being here today, making today happen, hosting a house party, talking to your friends, and offering your numerous skills and incredible talents to this effort.